Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to my channel. Back with a video on HackRF now. I'm going to introduce you to some of the tools which is available in HackRF. Like for example, one of the coolest tool that I've probably seen is a command line spectrum analyzer, which is called HackRF Sweep. So when you download GNURadio on your Linux PC and your Mac OS, I can say it for that it comes pre-compiled, even for Windows as well. So you can use this. It's HackRF Sweep. Basically, it's a tool. It's a command line spectrum analyzer. So it will actually start capturing the data, start receiving the data, because your HackRF operates from 10 megahertz all the way up to 6 gigahertz. It's a half duplex system, which means it can either receive or transmit. So it's basically like a spectrum analyzer, but in a form of a command line. So how you can use that? The first thing you need to do, make sure your HackRF is connected. So just simply go into HackRF, hit tab, you will see different things. So just simply type in info. It will give you what type of a firmware you have, what is the serial number of your HackRF and things like that. So which means your HackRF is connected. Make sure your HackRF is connected. The actual tool that is there, I have also used HackRF_transfer to actually transmit a image, and we use GQRX on the other hand with RTL-SDR dongle to actually capture that image or to actually rebuild that image. This is basically to transmit, and HackRF Sweep is to basically receive. So it's basically HackRF Sweep is basically a spectrum analyzer, and it will give you the frequency. So how you can use that? Just simply type in HackRF_Sweep. And just simply type in help. You will see a couple of parameters. For example, you can change this. You can have frequency, so you can define your sweep from what frequency to what frequency you want to sweep this, what type of a gain you want, what type of a bin FFT bin width you want, how many samples you want to do, and things like that. Of course, if you want to sweep the entire spectrum from 10 megahertz all the way up to 6 gigahertz, it's going to take a lot of time. So let me just walk you through with this. The default way, the comment is just simply type in HackRF_Sweep and type in TAC-F for frequency and define your minimum frequency. So for example, we want to scan frequency from, I don't know, 935 megahertz to 945 megahertz. 945 megahertz. This is how you simply define this. That's all it is. When you hit enter, it's going to start scanning the frequency from 935 all the way up to 945, and you would see a data that looks something like this. But when you look at this data, this is not something that you can, like, post-process this, or you want to make a graph out of it using Excel or something like that. You cannot do that. So simply Control-Z it, and one problem that I'll show you what happens is this, is that now the next step you need to do is simply type in, and there's a command called TechR, which is actually you want to save it to a file, and let's just call this file output.csv because I want to save it in a CSV format. And when you hit enter, the thing that you would see is it will show you that resource is busy. Now this is the problem. I don't know if it's a problem or not, but this is something. So what I have done, what you need to do is just simply unplug your HackRF and just simply plug it in again, and redo this test again. I think it will, and you won't see this problem. So what have I done? I'm doing a sweep from 935 megahertz all the way up to 945. So this is minimum frequency, maximum frequency, and TechR is the output file. You name an output file in a form of a CSV, and it will save it into a file called output in a CSV format. Let me just Control-Z it because it will take some time. And just simply go to your desktop now. You should have a file called output, and just simply click OK. All right. And this is the parameter that you should observe. There are a couple of things that you need to know. If you want to give a title to this, you can also do that. So for example, this is your date, this is the time, this is the minimum frequency, this is the maximum frequency, this is your FFT bin width, this is the number of samples. I know about these two gains. This is actually your gain for your VNA, and this is the gain for your LNA. a low noise amplifier. I don't know what these three gains are. I was trying to look it up, but I could not even make up of what they are. Now, when you have this data, you want to plot this data, you can plot it with respect to your VGA gain, frequency with respect to VGA gain, or frequency with respect to LNA gain. So you will see a proper graph of this using Excel. So this is the best way to do it. Now, since it takes a lot of time because you have a bin width of this, you can change this actually. So what you can do now, let me just delete this output file again. Let me go back here. Let me unplug my HackRF because we have just simply ran a sweep a few seconds ago. And just simply go here and let me show you. Just go to help. And now what would use this, change this to the maximum frequency resolution size to about 50. So this is mega, so change it to 5 megahertz. So just simply go here, type in your minimum frequency. Let's say you want to scan Wi-Fi 2420 all the way up to 2445 mega. It automatically takes that as megahertz because this is where the frequency is defined in terms of megahertz right here. And next is, let's change this width to the maximum size of 5 mega. So which is 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, and change this output file .csv and hit enter. Now what it will do, it will take the maximum size of your bin width, FFT bin width, to 5 megahertz. This is the maximum size it supports. Let me just Control Z it and go back to your output file and just click OK. And you are seeing some other stuff as well. So exactly the same thing. You have your LNA gain, you have your VGA gain, and some other parameters. I think it's just compiled. So this is how you actually learn or do in HackRF Sweep, a command line spectrum analyzer, which is available for HackRF. So I hope you find this tutorial to be helpful. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.